Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek! We're doing Greek when we get back. Ben neredeyse her gün okula gidelim. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is sword, and that also means elephant. Okay. 10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Nej. Come on. Igen. Jo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bambas. Okay, Bambas is ducks. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon. I buy a computer or quack, and here's another example. I like to point these out. For this word for or, quack sounds vaguely like hogun and the hok in hogun in Korean or waku in Japanese, and that's because it is the exact same kind of character. Oh, I see. This is Dikhe Ishai Fui, which means do you want food? But yeah, are you hungry? That kind of thing. How are the boys? Cine da boy. Posso Milao. Pote. When is it? Proteine. Utros. Topolo. In the designated chicken-eating area, obviously.
Leave. Monsieur.
See.
Live là. Liwe, live là.
맞아요.
Yeah.
Yeah. sim. Visopi. 맞아요. 그렇지. 인ter. Počkej. A. Si.
Oedden coginio panas.
Jacob. Hefed. 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 Hek. 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 Mwalimu.
The Serbian. And it's from Muallim.
Juma ni mwalimu mke.
Oh, thanks to cat signs. Meow and the pictures of the fish. They were proud.
スープポポグリッターホライスタホメナ
are in the city center. Hello and welcome to Hyperpolyglotting with Elise, where we are continuing the Duolingo Speedrun and seeing if we can get out of the Obsidian League, which I've been in for a couple of weeks now, just because I haven't been streaming so much because I had other commitments. And let's see. Oh wait, let me just adjust that crop. There we go. And we're going to start out with Japanese through the medium of Chinese. I'm starting out today in 7th place. Just, what is it? Okay, we're at 1379, so just a couple of hundred short of getting back into the promotion zone. I'm going to see how quickly we can manage that. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start.
Sunde.
住んで在出
住んで
设定0住んで今日犬ふ東京 And hello, Hakuos. Hello, La Fornata. ¿Cómo estai?
東京
Yeah, I mean, it is, because exactly, I mean, in informal speech, you could just say zero. That would be a totally common and acceptable way to say it in Tameguchi. But they are very inconsistent about whether they will accept Tameguchi. Tokyo だ、京都だ。それ。住んで。へ。Which means fart.
東京
今日プール
今日東京に行きます
去東京去東 I'm not sure about the tones on the second word. 去 is falling tone, isn't it?
私は東京に住んでいません。
我在東京不去 okay, I got the word order wrong.
私は東京に住んでいます。
我去在東京。
李さんは東京に住んでいますか？
李さんは東京に住んでいますか？
マリアさんは中国に住んでいません。
マリア不住在 中国. Yeah, I mean, for pronunciation related stuff to some extent, you know, learning writing systems, I would say it's actually not bad at all.
アメリカに住んでいます。
住在美国。ゼロです。
です。私は東京に住んでいません。
That's a totally acceptable sentence, surely.
私は東京に住んでいません。
東京。No, I didn't have my elbow rest here. Okay, 37 XP.
外国人。
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 Yeah, I mean, if you could load something like this, say, with my language learning text, well, they inconsistently want you to add the pronouns, because when I said 去在中国, that was okay, but 不去在中国 was somehow not okay. Like, if you could load the character base of this that I'm reading right now and just do like just do pronunciation related stuff, match to the pinyin and shit like that, that would actually be really good. That would really help me. That would help me with the quandary that I'm having.
外国人。外国人。外国人。
住んで。
住んで。
東京。
東京。
大
阪。
阪。
京都。
外国人。
大阪。大阪。大阪。大阪。
大阪。
大阪。
京都。外国人。住んで。
住んで。京都。京都。京都。
京都。
京都。京都に行きます。
京都? Yeah, see, no pronoun there. They didn't even offer a pronoun. I mean, my options were 外国人, 日语, 明天, and 女士, and 去, 京都, and no pronouns even offered. And that was accepted. Because it should be accepted. It totally should be accepted. It's just that they're inconsistent.
李さんは大阪に住んでいます。
老李住在大阪。
マリアさんとジョンさんは外国人です。
马赫是外国人。Message where? What message? Where did you send it?
田中さんは外国人ではありません。田中さんは外国人ではありません。
いいえ。
いいえ。
Here again, no pronouns. 不住在大阪。Oh, video games I used to play when I was younger. Okay, yeah. I actually played a fair bit. Okay, 1 second. 大阪に住んでいません。Well, the first video games the first video game I played a lot was the Ghostbusters game on the Apple IIc. That was the very first game that I played very much at all. I mean, I also occasionally played like arcade stuff, Donkey Kong. There's some game involving hamburgers that I don't quite remember what was going on, and another one where they had the Peter Gunn theme running in the background, and Kung Fu Master, I think it was called. I played a lot of the Super Mario franchise, starting with the very first one. Quite like that. What else? Some like racing games like Top Gear. I mean, we're talking like the 80s and 90s. I mean, 非常好。Okay, once again, look, no pronouns. It's just lives Tokyo. Lives at Tokyo. I mean, Kyoto. Kyoto ni 住んでいます. So they do recognize you don't need the bloody pronoun. They just didn't do it in that instance. They forgot. Because it's individual course creators. I mean, 小学. 小学. 年京都留学小学小年はあ何を言うてまんねんOh, Tetris. Oh, I love Tetris. I played lots of Tetris. 留学 よし留学少年大阪留学外国人
田中さんは留学生ですか？
是有学生吗？
いいえ、田中さんは留学生ではありません。いいえ、田中さんは留学生ではありません。
Oh, I see somebody else has joined us. Hello. The other thing, I was reminded of this by a Strong Bad video I'd never seen before. There's a Strong Bad, if anyone remembers Strong Bad. One of the funniest things before YouTube when everything was just like flash animation and stuff. And it turned out they did a thing where it was, is called Disc 104 or something like that. And they would take old, like, first generation PC games and play them and make fun of them. And I just happened to watch one of those. It just came up on a playlist last night. It was hilarious, and it reminded me of how one of my pastimes with my first computer, which was an Apple IIc, was, like, basically hacking basic games, which were indeed basic, not just the programming language they were written in. They were really basic, in order to try to make them either work or at the very least be entertaining. It was hilarious. That was something I did a lot. Okay.
私は小学3年生です。
我是小学3年九生. Wait, they accepted it the other time without 生.
私は小学生です。
我是小学生。
李さんは小学生ではありません。
你不是小学生。
私は小学3年生です。
我是小学3年级学生。OK。
高校、
高校。
高校、高
高
校、
校。
高校、こ
See, actually, is there Chinese for Japanese speakers on this thing? See, because, I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only person who has the same difficulty when learning Chinese, because as a Japanese speaker, I already know tons of kanji that are in common usage on in Chinese. I know what they mean, and so I can read a novel and actually understand quite a bit of it, but I don't know how to pronounce it. And it occurs to me that pretty much any Japanese person who is learning Chinese is going to be in that situation, more or less. I wish I had more time to study Japanese, but it's my exam season. Yeah. Well, I mean, one way you could do it is to kind of incorporate Japanese into your study of your exam-related subjects. これまでの試験は悪くなかったけど、まだあと4つもある。全部終わるのが待ち遠しい。So far the results haven't been bad, but I've still got another 4 to go. Can't wait for them all to be over with. Yes, I understand that feeling. La Fornator says, I remember when I got my first computer, I was around 5 or 6 and I had Windows 95. Holy shit, now I feel old. I was playing FIFA 98 so much. Golden times. See, I got my first computer when I was 6 or 7. It was for the entire family. It was an Apple IIc. Windows had not been invented. The idea of having Windows, like a graphic user interface, hadn't been invented. And the programming language and there was like no hard drives or anything like that. 大学、
大学、
小、
小、
高校、
大学、
大学、
大学、大学、大学、高校、大学、小、留学。
高校生ではありません。
不是高中生。
大学生ですか？いいえ、そうではありません。
不不是这样 right. Hakuo says, I've been told to try and incorporate Japanese into my study, but I always say with all so respect, if I study cellular biology in Japanese, I'd rather slam my tongue into a car door. So for now, my only practice is trying to speak as much as possible outside of studies. Yeah, I can understand that.
そうですね。
是啊。
ワンさんは中学生ではありません。
ワン不是。でもワンさんって同学同学とは限らないだろ
鈴木さんは中学生ですか？ 鈴木さんは
は
中学生です
ですか
か。
高校に行きます。
Have you ever felt language studying burnout? I'm sort of in that phase, not really motivated at the moment. I have other things on my plate. I don't know if I'd characterize it as burnout, because, I mean, the way I do this is I generally, the minute I start to lose interest and feel like I'd be forcing myself, I just give it a rest, and I do other stuff, and I come back to it. And it's just a cycle. I have things that I get really interested in, I do those things, and then I get bored with them and I do something else, and I've always got like 5 or 6 things on the go, so it all ends up working. So I've never really felt burnout per se, but, you know, I do occasionally just get bored with stuff and then just stop doing it for a bit.
はい、大学生です。
Sure.
これは学校ですね。
这是学校啊。
いいえ、そうではありません。
不是这样。
ワンさんは中学生ではありません。
王同学不是就众生。I'm gonna keep doing this and just... I'm gonna go for a legendary on this. Actually, go for a legendary on... Yeah, no, sod it. We'll do it on this.
住んで、
簡単だから。住んで。
呼んで、
ああ、住んでじゃねえんだ。
住んで、東京、
東京。
今日、
東京に行きます。
See, and that one too, no need for wall. Even though it, I mean, probably strongly implies wall in this case. Yeah, I mean, they always prefer to make it about wall. I mean, about in the first person, even though it really, that arises from context, so there's no context.
私はアメリカに住んでいます。
住在美国。
中国に住んでいます。中国に住んでいます。
私は東京に住んでいます。
我住在東京。fart 住んでプール今日東京玛利亚女士不去在中国。玛利亚さんは中国に住んでいません。Oh, well, yeah, I mean, yeah. In that case, you're getting language learning when in your on work hours, your off work hours. I mean, and that can be a pain. I mean, like.
私は東京に住んでいません。
私は東京に住んでいません。我住在東京。私は東京に住んでいます。今日Okay. Okay. I should have been recording all along. And now I've got to get my windows reorganized. Trying to cut down on storage space by not recording the bit where I have starting soon. Tim Flo, welcome. Salam alaikum, Elise. Wa alaikum salam, Yatim. And we're up to 5 people. Hey, and Sunde.
住んで、
東京、
東京、
プール、ペット。
マリアさんは中国に住んでいません。マリア
さん
さん
は中国に住んでいません。変な区別だ。不住在東京。Al cellulare, cioè nel WhatsApp? いいえ。
いいえ、
東京
東京に
住ん
住ん
で
で
い
い
ませ
ませ。
ん。もうvedremo。
私はアメリカに住んでいます。
我住在美国。Ah, mi sembra buonissima l'idea. Ah, sì, non l'avevo aperto nei ultimi giorni. Talvolta, mi si scorda.
大阪、
大
大
阪、
阪、
大阪、
外国人、外国人、外国人、京都、京都、
ジョンさん
さん
は
は
外国人です。
です。田中さんは外国人ではありません。
不是外国人。Sì, pensiamoci. È una buona idea. Perché mi piacerebbe fare anche qualche intervista, qualche interview sullo stream. Non avevo saputo come farlo esattamente, ma col Discord sarebbe possibile, no? 外国人住んで東京、大阪、京都。
鈴木さんは京都に住んでいます。
住在京都、大阪に住んでいます。
いいえ、大阪に住んでいません。いいえ、大阪に住んでいません。
いいえ、
いいえ。
京都に住んでいません。
ジョンさんは外国人です。ジョンさんは外国人です。
Ouais, je parle français. 京都。
京都。
いいえ、京都に住んでいません。いいえ、京都に住んでいません。
いいえ、大阪に
住んで
いません。老李 住在大阪。リーさんは大阪に住んでいます。OK。
留学。
簡単だよ、簡単。
少年。
何言うてまんねん。
私は小学生です。
كيف تكتب اسمك؟ في العربي؟ ألف لام يا ميم. ميمじゃなくさAlice. The first one, die erste Variante. So. Dat is hoe ik het schrijf. Meme, ja, meme. Fucking hell. I'm not used to speaking in Arabic. Au Canada, le français est enseigné à l'école. だから9年前に勉強し始めた。Wait. And one thing you notice, yeah, Aline Janaku Alice Sa. This is the first time anyone's ever asked me to spell something in Arabic, I think, in my entire bloody life. So I'm not sure where I got meme. Yeah, one thing I've noticed about the French in Canada, like in the French signposting in particular, is that the further west in Canada you go, the worse it gets. 我是小学生. Like, I was at Edmonton Station, and there was not a single French word on any of the French signs that I saw that was spelled correctly.
年。
私は留学生です。
我是有学生。not ça?
小学。
Yeah, I mean, like, they wrote, défense d'entrée like this. Like, literally, not a single word was right. Yeah, I mean, Ontario's got a pretty big French-speaking community, especially further east you go. I mean, and the same with southern Manitoba. I mean, you've got, like, a pretty solidly French-speaking community right in Winnipeg. You know, it even runs to a few French-language bookshops. It's cool. But then you get out to, like, Edmonton and Jasper, and even more so in Vancouver, and, oh, wow, yeah, like, they're just guessing at the French at that point. You know, you get, from Toronto eastward, you're pretty good. I've occasionally flown into Toronto Airport to change planes, and I kind of like to test them at customs, because, you know, they'll do that thing, they're like, hello, bonjour, you know, it's like, okay, select language, and I'll just go in French, because, I mean, it's an, you know, they're offering the option. I want to see how well they do.
小学。
Ah, scene, right, yeah. 我不是小学生。私は小学生ではありません。留学。
年。
Kyoto.
京都
Sure. I've never been to Maine. Closest I've been to Maine is when you take the train from Montreal out to like New Brunswick. It actually the reason this ends up being an 18-hour journey, even though it's not that far, is that it literally just travels right around the outline of Maine. Well, by speaking to them in French, they're offering the option of speaking to French because they're legally required to offer the option of French when you know, in these sorts of facilities. So, you know, I just go, yeah, bonjour, you know, and just go from there in French. And actually, the times I've done it, it's definitely, you know, the person I've been dealing with was definitely Québécois. Ri-san wa
は
小学5年生です。هل عندك كلب؟ نعم. عندي ميني جولدن دودل. كلب ذكي. كلبة ذكية جدا. They're like, I mean, she's an incredibly clever and very cheeky wee dog.
リさんは小学生ではありません。
And she has a face, she could be like a Hello Kitty character.
リさんは小学生ではありません。リさんは小学生ではありません。
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're at customs or anything like that, because where, you know, if it's federal, you know, if it's on the provincial level, you're less likely to. Although my understanding is you have an edge if you have French, even at a provincial thing in a place where French isn't widely spoken, say like Edmonton, for example, where clearly nobody, like they haven't had a French speaker working at their railway station in quite some time, I would say. Because somebody would have, like, at least in graffiti, corrected défense with C, de, André. I mean, c'est وقطة أنا أحب قطة ولكن لا مش عندي قطة. I absolutely adore cats, but I don't have one right now. I'm living with somebody right now who is deathly allergic to cats. So I can't even like pet cats because I might get some cat hair on me and he might then need to reach for the adrenaline just to avoid anaphylactic shock.
私は小学3年生です。私は小学3年生です。
不，田中先生不是有学生。いいえ、田中さんは留学生ではありません。東京ねえ、留学京都小是今年研究学生何年生ですか? I just realized that just today realized that I had the chat window on 75% magnification. Qita. I for some reason I had in my mind it was qutta. Oh, we got 6 people in here now. Welcome, whoever the 6th person is. Don't be a stranger in chat. Love to hear from you. 我是有学生. Unless you're one of those like porn spam bots like I got yesterday very briefly, in which case you can save it. I already saw So it isn't going to be new information. But if you're not a spam bot, you'll love to hear from you. 私は留学生です。Okay, we're jumping up a level. And what's our XP situation now? Okay, up to 1462. We're moving up.
住んで東京今日私は東京に住んでいません。
我不缺在东京。I think it's pretty common knowledge that if you can speak French, you're more likely to get jobs in Canada, even jobs that require DIL French, which is why my mom made me take French for 11 years rather than 6. Yeah. Yeah, sounds about right. Just out of curiosity, do they teach you the Quebecois pronunciation, or are they teaching you the metropolitan pronunciation? In, like, school in French. Tokyo. Ci avremo un'altra volta. Sì, scriviamoci. Ciao, a presto.
中国に住んでいます。
住在中国。犬。今日東京住んで。我住在美国。私はアメリカに住んでいます。住んで東京プール and fart. Okay, cool. Like
東京に住んでいます。
Me, I learned the metropolitan pronunciation in school when I had French in school. But the place that I've spent the most time, like the French-speaking place I've spent the most time, hands down, is Montreal. So, I mean, that accent has just ended up getting stuck with me. So I've just sort of defaulted to that. Plus, I just like what the Quebecois have done with the language.
東京に住んでいます。東京に住んでいます。
中国に住んでいます。
マリアさんは中国に住んでいません。マリアさんは中国に住んでいません。
李さんは東京に住んでいますか？
Okay, I have to pull up my... There we go. Yeah, I mean, what got me the first time I was in Montreal is there's certain words that you see all over the place right in town. And in France, they mean one very specific thing, and they mean a totally different thing in Montreal. For example, dépanneur. Like, that is a term, like, when you hear about dépannage in French, dépanneur, that is somebody who is, like, operating a scrapyard. And, like, fixing, and, you know, like, also, you know, dealing with like auto parts and stuff like that. Whereas it's just a corner shop in Quebec. Maria
マリア
さん
さん
は
は
中
中
国
国
に
に
住んでいません。うん。Wang Sang. Yeah, that's sort of funny to me because Wang, in addition to being Wang, also is like it means like doggy. So like you'd say like you want to talk about a doggy, you say Wan Chang. Except Wan sounds like a slightly more like formal way of referring to a little dog. I'm not sure offhand. Oh, 東京に住んでいません。Oh, I see we've got some more people showing up. Hello, more people showing up. We're doing some Japanese through the medium of Chinese, going for the legendary.
大阪大阪大阪外国人外国外国人京都京都京都外国人大阪
今日住んで
京都に行きます。京都に
行きます。老李正在打饭。李さんは大阪に住んでいます。
住んで外国人東京京都
玛利亚女士是和这位先生是外国人。玛利亚さんとジョンさんは外国人です。
ジョンさんは外国人です。
是外国人。
京都いいえ大阪に住んでいません。いいえ大阪に
住んでいません。
田中さんは外国人ではありません。
Hell, can I just copy and paste them?
田中
There we go.
京都に住んでいます。
京都いいえ大阪に住んでいません。いいえ京都にgonna test something out because sundemas without the e, in addition to being one less click, is also a very common way of saying it. Let's see if they'll accept that. De mase. Yes, they did accept it. That's nice. One less click means my wrist doesn't get annoyed as much. ما اسم كلبك وهل أنت That's اسم كلبي هو كلوي. Okay, and is that Musallima? Not sure about that last word there. Okay, we're jumping on queue. Jumping the queue again.
住んで
Sunde. Up to 7 people in here. Hello, all of the 7 people. We're just doing a Duolingo speedrun, doing some Japanese through the medium of Chinese. Oh, well, this is Japanese through the medium of Chinese.
東京東京
住んで
住んで今日
لست أنا مسلمة.
東京犬ふ
住ん
住んで
今日 maybe I did. 我不住在東京。私は東京に住んでません。東京
東京
我住在東京。私は東京に住んでます。
住んで
wait.
東京へ
今日
今日
プール
プール
住んで我住在東京。OK。いいえ。
いいえ
東京に住んでません。
私は東京に住んでいません。
我不住在东京。アメリカに住んでますという
東京に行きます。
لست أنا مسلمة. I mean, I had already answered that one. It was sort of a mix. Like, what I grew up speaking mostly was, well, there was some Venezuela, some Central America, some Puerto Rico, mostly like Venezuela, Central America, and some Colombia and Peru. But like what I've gotten more used to over the years is actually Chilean, which is a whole different thing. I mean, Chilean is one of the variants of Spanish that everybody has difficult understanding. I thought there was a gat in Muslim or Muslima. 小王不住在东京，王さんは東京に住んでません。
私は日本に住んでいます。
我住在日本。
中国に住んでいます。
bollocks, yes.
中国に住んでいます。
大阪大阪お外国人が京都
らリさん
りさん
は大阪に住んでます。Well, I mean, sure, the best policy is to the best policy it would be to ask. Like my pronouns, for example, are she, her. What? But I thought it was mim lam sad lam ya mim. Isn't it a long e sound?
住んで
東京
京都外国人
大阪いいえ京都に住んでません。
田中さんは外国人ではありません。
先生不是外国人。Okay, yeah, actually now I'm realizing you can always tell when in Farsi because they're two different sounds. The short is e and the long is e, and in Farsi it is Muslim. So yeah, it would be a short e. Somehow I had it in my the wrong spelling in my head all this time. Yeah, well, it's a bullshit stigma. I mean, and to me, it's like sometimes you can get it right without asking, and there are people who rather appreciate it if you get it right without asking, and there are some situations where asking is probably better than just getting it wrong. So, I mean, to me, if you asking is probably the best policy in a lot of situations. So yeah, I mean, and more generally, yes, I'm pro pronouns. I find it very difficult to speak English without them. It would be a real pain in the ass language without pronouns. Suzuki-san wa Kyoto ni sunde masu. 京都
いいえ大阪に住んでいません。
不住在大阪。Okay, 大阪。田中さんは外国人ではありません。Nice of them to have that and wa next to each other like that. 東京大阪住んで京都外国人。I don't know if it's everyone. There definitely are some LGBT streamers out there. I mean, quite a few. There are quite a few from other places as well, incidentally. But somehow I don't think that it's everybody.
李さんは大阪に住んでいます。
李先生住在大阪。Wait, I thought you were from the Netherlands. I always thought of the Netherlands as being a pretty queer-accepting sort of place.
マリアさんとジョンさんは外国人です。
マリア女士Huh. Ah, hell, what the heck? What is that? What, in the Netherlands? That's weird. That is definitely not the impression I've ever gotten. What? Oh, bloody! What is the word? Oh. Yeah. Trying to. Okay, what the hell is the kanza for John? Problem is, I recognize it. I know what it means. But I've never actually. I don't know the actual pronunciation. Okay, so we're just gonna copy it off of. I had the Wikipedia in Chinese for John Grisham up, in my hopes of finding like a bloody an audio book of the John Grisham book I have in Chinese here. White War Run.
鈴木さんは京都に住んでいます。鈴木。
Ah, hell. Yeah. Yeah, that really does suck. This befuck. No, now I'm gonna have to write because I mean, see, this is another thing. I'm gonna need to just like keep sort of a little notepad of these things because I'm not sure actually how to pronounce the Chinese characters used in Suzuki in Chinese, so I can't bring it up. See, I use the traditional character since that's what I could copy paste there, and it didn't like the traditional character.
マリアさんとジョンさんは外国人です。
How the hell do you... write the U umlaut in pinyin in the Chinese pinyin and... This is annoying. Okay, there's a way around this. There we go. Let's see. Huh. Well, I mean, if you're queer, it certainly sucks, because, I mean, it basically says that you won't be accepted for who you are, and not being accepted for who you are sucks. Yeah, I typed you, and the one thing, and they did not offer that even as an option. Which is weird, because when I had that... Shoot, why, wall run? Oh, bollocks, yes. And a different way of spelling Maria.
Suzuki さんは京都に住んでいます。
先生。There we go. Yeah, I mean, when you look for the character for language, that works. The just typing you works fine. But for some reason, when I look for new, as in neuron, it doesn't show up. Yeah, but I mean, your offspring aren't going to reproduce either if you, like, try to crush somebody into being somebody they're not. Often that means that your offspring aren't going to live all that long. I mean, this is really not the Netherlands that I know. This is what part of the Netherlands are we talking about? Because, I mean, Amsterdam didn't strike me as a particularly homophobic place.
マリアさんとジョンさんは外国人です。
There we go. Okay, because they have a different way of spelling Maria, for fuck's sake. Yes. That should be accepted. That is like the default way of spelling Maria. Apparently.
マリアさんとジョンさんは外国人です。
Bloody hell. Just stick that here. Shin shung shu wai. What? Okay, what exactly did... Oh, fucking hell. Yes, because it's the they want the simplified character. Bloody hell. I didn't even notice that. At this point, I'm just gonna copy paste it.
マリアさんと
Yeah. That really shocks me. Like, not even the other major cities? Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of a bio break. I will be back in just a few minutes. Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital.
Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Ben neredeyse her gün okuldayım. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is sword, and that also means elephant. Okay. 10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Nej. Man. Yen. Yo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bangba. Okay, Bangbas is ducks. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon. I buy a computer or quack, and here's another example. I like to point these out. For this word for or, quack sounds vaguely like hogun and the hok in hogun in Korean or waku in Japanese, and that appears it is the exact same kind of character. Oh, I see. This is Dikhe Ishai Fui, which means do you want food? But yeah, are you hungry? That also means. How are the boys? Cine da boy. Posso Milao. Pote. When is it? Proteine. Utros. Totopolo. In the designated chicken-eating area, obviously.
Leave. Monsieur.
See.
Live là. Liwe, live là.
Maciej. Yeah. Si. Wysoki. Maciej. Proč? Inter. Počkej. A. Si.
Oedden coginio panas.
Hakab.
Hefed. 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 Hek. 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 Mwalimu.
This is Arabic. And it's from Mu'allim.
Jumani mwalimu mke.
Oh, thanks to cat sons. Meow and the pictures of the fish. That's they were well.
Sööpä. Kupu. Yrittävät. Uraista. Omena.
Are in the city center. And it's got some interesting aspects to it.
여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까? 여자는 어느 나라에 있습니까?
Countries or living things.
兄の名前は
Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital.
Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Morfar är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Ben neredeyse her gün okuldayım. Okay, I'm back, and holy shit, that's horrible. And what do you mean by we do not like them here? I mean... that's kind of an odd way of putting it. Okay. Get my windows back in order. Tadaima. Okay.
留学留学
Sure.
少年年年少少
That is so weird, because that is totally not the experience I've had. I mean, I don't think I've ever met a homophobic Dutch person. I've met a fair number of Dutch people in and outside the Netherlands. Yeah, I mean, that's horrible. Yeah, I mean, there are some seriously homophobic people, and they're trying to do some pretty god-awful shit in order to make life hard for us. But, yeah, by and large, it's a fairly accepting place, unless you, I mean, there's some parts of the country where probably not. Xiaoxue. 我是小学生。私は小学生です。Yeah, I mean...
留学
I've had homophobic interactions here. I mean... and I have to say, I mean, that's partially a generational thing. I mean, yeah, I grew up in the 80s and 90s. And... in the 80s and 90s, certainly, there was plenty of socially acceptable homophobia. Now, it is frowned on. I mean... well, indeed I am. Well... okay, like, if you are gay and say that to your friend, is it, like, here, where you would lose that friend? Okay, and first of all, this is, again, I have to say this is really weird. I have literally never And I've met a lot of queer Dutch people, and none of them say this about the place. You'd think you'd think they'd be the first people to be saying it's a dangerous place to be queer. Like, I mean, let me put it this way. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's the possibility, although for the most part, I would have already ruled somebody like that out as a friend very early on.小学生ですか？
私は留学生です。
Bollocks. Okay. 我是有学生. Okay, good. Part of the difficulty here is I'm having to, on some of these things, guess the pronunciation of the Chinese character that I know is the right Chinese character. Oh, well, you know, Amsterdam, Rotterdam, some from the countryside. No, I mean, these are just random people I've met. This is like, I mean, so this is totally news to me. Yeah.
いいえ。
田中さんは留学生ではありません。I've been to a couple of Pride parades. I've been, let me see. I was at, let's see, Cardiff Pride once. Never been to Cincinnati Pride. And Chicago Dyke March, which absolutely rocked. I was there a few years ago. I was lucky. I was like visiting. I was in town, and somebody's like, "Hey, you have to go to this. It's absolutely a great thing." And it was just an amazing event. Someplace I still had the T-shirt from that. I mean, I have to say, the Pride has become kind of depressing for me because it's so many just like corporate banners and stuff like that, you know, rather than, and I'm just not, and that's just not sort of what I feel is in the best spirit of the thing, but yeah, I mean, I definitely love to try that out. Just looking at some stuff here. Oh, wow, okay. Internationally speaking, however, this is no longer exceptional. According to ILGA's Europe's Rainbow Project, ILGA Europe's Rainbow Europe Project, the Netherlands is most definitely not a leader when it comes to human rights for the LGBT community in Europe. In fact, the Netherlands doesn't even crack top 10. Okay, that actually surprises me. In terms of acceptance, the Netherlands is doing well, yet this is apparently not reflected in certain aspects of our legislation, this guy says. The Netherlands is performing especially poorly in the area I'd like to summarize as protection against homophobic statements and homophobic violence. In recent years, attention focused primarily on the intolerance of others. Yet, most people, as they become familiar with our society, tend to adjust their opinions and behavior as well. The problem of intolerance practice among a small fanatic group has to do with the way people look for a sense of security in their specific identity. Okay. Although this still doesn't sound, I mean, I'm looking at this thing on queer acceptance in the Netherlands, and what I'm not hearing is that it's the sort of place where, like, a small minority is supportive of queer people. I mean, what I'm hearing is there are problems, but overall, the situation isn't, like, that terrible. I mean,
留学
which is the impression I'd gotten. Oh.
今日
Chapter? This is like, I think, level 3 or 4.
章
Nah.
年
Kyoto. Nan. 年生ですか? No, it's not illegal to say that anywhere, really. I mean, it's wrong, but it's not illegal.
大阪年
In fact, I mean, you can make a whole lot of money by claiming to be persecuted because you deny the existence of people who are non-binary.
章外国人
That is a very profitable grift.
いいえ、田中さんは留学生ではありません。田中
先生不是有学生 Yeah. I don't. I mean, I've heard I've heard people claim it's illegal in some places, and then you look it up, and it turns out no, it actually isn't.
私は小学4年生です。
我是小学Okay. Okay, where, okay. This is annoying. This is another one where I know the character, I can't seem to find the correct pinion for it here. Well, it depends what you mean by getting in trouble. I mean, people will think you're an asshole, but I mean, it's not illegal. Wait, did I miss it in here? Because this is a really common character. I should have seen it by now, surely. This is irritating. Well, I mean, acceptable in the sense that racists find it okay. But I mean, yeah, it's acceptable to shit on LGBT people as long as you're around homophobic assholes. I mean, if you're around people who suck, I mean, behavior that sucks is totally acceptable. Ah, there we go. Gio. Ah, G. That's why I was getting it wrong.
李さんは小学5年生です。
小李是 小学5年级学生。
私は小学4年生です。
我是小学4年级学生。
李さんは小学5年生です。
是小学？Okay.
こ
う。そうですね。
そうですね。
大
学。
Let's move away from this topic, though. I mean, it's rather alarming what you're telling me, but yeah, let's. Okay, I mean that's fucking horrible. But I mean, no, it's not confusing for me. It just sucks. But I think let's move away from this topic and try to stick more to language-related things. Although I guess that is in a way language-related, but.
大学。
こう。田中さんは大学生です。田中。
Okay. じゃあ鈴木さんは
中学生
です
か
No, Japanese. I speak Japanese. I started learning Japanese in the late 1980s. I've been translating Japanese professionally since the late 1990s.
大学生ですか？
是大学生吧。高校に行きます。Because I only started bloody Duolingo a couple of months ago. I don't think I did it for Japanese through the medium of Chinese. And since I'm doing this mostly to get to know about Duolingo, I like to see all of it. This is Duolingo, and, you know, this is Duolingo, I'm mining Duolingo for content. So it's useful to look at the earlier stuff as well. Well, actually, there are pronouns. There are neo-pronouns in various other languages. I'm not sure the ones in French that exist, but they definitely do exist. Like in Spanish, the thing that has become popular for a while, the thing that has become popular is to use "e" as a gender-neutral ending. Takahashi-san は 年生です。I mean, and one thing that you see often enough in French as well, when referring gender neutrally to collectives, is you will have a space and an extra E, like, say, let me think. Okay, I have to change my bloody keyboard layout to do this. Étudiant. Or something like that. For some reason my accent didn't show up. There we go. That's what I was going for. Yeah, I mean, that's happening. I mean, German has various ones I've seen. I mean, people are coming up with this in all sorts of languages. I mean, in Arabic, I love the Arabic word for queer. It's methli, or methlna, which means like me or like us.
はい、そうですね。
Sure. 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 Okay, sure. 不是高中生。
高校生
ではありません。
鈴木さんは中学生ですか？
No, it's actually not. I mean, that actually exists in a lot of languages. I mean, non-binary genders have existed in all sorts of cultures. I mean, like, traditional Jewish culture, my ancestral culture recognized, like, 5 or 6 genders. I mean, the idea, binary gender is very much a Western thing, and like, cactus, I mean, there's no such thing as cactus gender. That's some bullshit that somebody made up specifically to have a go at non-binary people. But, I mean, this is getting into a very homophobic area, and I'm not really cool with that, so we're not going, I mean, so cool it with that shit, would you, Tim? No more of that. Otherwise, I'm probably going to have to kick you out. As much as I'd regret that, I would, not like to do that, honestly, because otherwise you've contributed very interesting things to the conversation, and I've enjoyed that. But this direction you're going in is not cool. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just accept people, yeah, it is a respect thing. I mean, accept people for who they are. I mean, accept that people know who they are, and just go with that. I mean, there's all sorts of shit trying to make, made up in order to make it seem more complicated than it is, but it's just, it's just basic respect to people. Okay, how do you do the Twitch emotes? Koukou.
高校、
小、大学、留学。 京都。
ジョンさんは大学4年生です。
Okay. 同学是大学4年级学生。Oh, what the hell is that? Okay. I think you have to be at a certain level of your stream in order to get that, though. One song wa Tokyo ni sundemas ne. Okay. Well, oh, hello, Sig Cypher. Nice to see you. Yeah, I thought so. Well, yeah, actually, I was just checking, just before I came back on, I was checking my, I was checking my achievement meter, or whatever it's called on here, and yesterday I was at an average viewers of like 2.33, and now it's 2.53. So I'm getting there. I need like less than one half of a viewer on average, more than I've got right now. And I think that's going to be pretty quickly. I mean, it's already gone up quite a bit. Yeah, it was 5 I had it up to like 11 viewers for briefly over yesterday. I mean, yeah, exactly. Well, wait, let me see. Is that all 5? Wow, that's all 5 on Twitch. Okay. Because this is also being streamed to YouTube. Sure. Ah, bollocks, right. Sure. Sure. Let's see. Where are we? And I think I'm going to switch languages because this is becoming a bit of a pain in the ass. Yeah, I've been on this for like 2 hours nearly. So it is time to randomly select languages, and a reminder that my $5 patrons get to pick a language for me out of any language that Duolingo does once a stream at least. In addition to getting early access to my instructional videos like my Learn Korean Through Music series, which I am very slowly making. When you say did not learn yet, do you mean have never done anything with, or like have not learned fluently? Ah, we're doing French. Neat. Yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be a hell of a lot easier than me trying to remember the Chinese pinyin for Japanese names and shit like that. That is like literally the part of Chinese that I have the hardest time with. I understand the characters, I do not, however. Let me see. Okay. Languages that, okay, that would be like isiZulu, that would be Arabic, Hawaiian, Navajo, Hebrew is sort of borderline, I'd say. Scottish Gaelic, Irish, Haitian Creole, Swahili, Vietnamese would be another borderline one, Cantonese, Guarani definitely. Those would be the ones. Oh, hey, the streams boost your motivation? Okay, that's cool. That's great. That's exactly what I would hope they would do. Okay. Start 10p.
Vous entendez ce bruit?
Which did I not start at all, or... Okay, that would be... Unless there are new ones that I am not aware of, that would be Klingon and High Valyrian. Learning English from Tagalog. Oh god, I would do really badly at that. I have so little Tagalog. I can say, most of which I learned because I dated a couple of Pinay women a long time ago, so I can ask for somebody on the phone, and I can say, I love you. And that's like basically my entire... Yeah, it's from Game of Thrones. They have a course in it. And I'm saving those. If somebody wants to become a patron just to have me do some High Valyrian, which I had never heard of until I was doing Duolingo. Yeah, I mean, there's Osa is there, but it is like in the alpha stage, so there's nothing there yet, practically. Yeah, Klingon. I actually have the Klingon dictionary here. Can you hear this noise? Oh shit, oh, can you hear this noise? Oh, bugger.
Nous entendons tout.
We can hear everything. That is a very creepy thing to say, somehow. Yeah, Esperanto. Esperanto I've been doing. Esperanto is, like, I have to say Zamenhof did a pretty good job with his objective of making a language that somebody who is a speaker of some European languages could easily, understand, because I understand most of what I hear in, most of what I read, anyway, in Esperanto. Like, I know Mahal Kita and Puede bang makausap si Grace.
Nous vendons tout.
We sell everything. No, Xhosa is the number 2 largest language in South Africa. Like, the top 3 languages of the 11 official languages in South Africa are isiZulu, isiXhosa, and Afrikaans. No, isiXhosa isn't even close to endangered. You're thinking of the Khoisan languages. Those are endangered. And Duolingo hasn't got any of them. Yeah, isiXhosa is huge. That is the number 2 language spoken in South Africa. Like, isiZulu is the number 1 language, and those are both click languages, but there are click languages and there are click languages. And the Khoisan languages, which are the ones that are smaller and endangered, though they are like the kings of clicks. They do more clicks than anybody. I mean, like, isiZulu and isiXhosa have like 3 or 4 clicks each. And they're all things that you do with your tongue inside your mouth. The Khoisan languages include clicks that you make with your lips. And with all sorts of stuff. Like, I mean, it is amazing how many things they can do with clicks in those languages.
Nous entendons les oiseaux.
Nous entendons les oiseaux dans notre jardin. Madame, nous vendons les meilleurs fromages de la ville. I'm not surprised to hear that it would have its own script, but I've never seen it. Nous vendons.
Vous m'attendez?
Oh, you waiting for me?
Nous vous attendons.
We are waiting for you.
Vous nous attendez?
Vous nous attendez? Yeah, I know. Well, the thing is that they sometimes they will add stuff just to have it there, and they've done a really slapdash job of it. like the Navajo that they've got on there, is so bad that like Navajo teachers of the Navajo language apparently really hate it. I mean, like, I was at the Polyglot Conference, the online version, just recently, and I was talking to this guy who, I mean, he's just amazing how much he's done on, like, indigenous and endangered languages. And he was telling me, we were talking about Duolingo and stuff, and so the Navajo course came up, and he said he just asked somebody, like a teacher of Navajo, who is Navajo, what he thought of it, and the guy said, don't even talk to me about it. He hated it so much he didn't even want to hear the name of it. And I've heard the same thing about the Hawaiian one. I mean, the Hawaiian one is, it didn't strike me as particularly good. The Navajo one I found totally useless as well. Ça va les enfants? Qu'est-ce que vous attendez? Nous attendons nos parents, madame? Well, I mean, the trouble that I find with the Navajo, apart from the same problem I have with all of Duolingo, which is decontextualize randomly selected phrases, which is really not conducive to learning, is that they don't have audio for a lot of stuff. I mean, yet. So the result is there are all these diacritics that are like specific to Navajo, as far as I can tell. And the trouble with them is, and the thing is that there's no audio, so I need to remember these things. I have to have some idea what they sound like, and I have absolutely no idea what a lot of these diacritics are supposed to sound like in Navajo, and the course does not actually tell you. Nous attendons. I bet there is like an Elvish course. I mean, there's certainly enough material that I've seen. I've known people who talk in it.
Vous vendez quoi ici?
What do you sell here? And it's nice to see once again that they're using this sentence structure, because this is a very popular colloquial sentence structure in French, and yet a lot of French courses in schools and things like that don't really teach it. That I'm familiar
Vous vendez
with.
quoi dans ce...
Vous vendez quoi dans ce magasin? It accepts québécois. Excusez-moi, madame. Vous vendez des chapeaux?
Nous entendons des bruits bizarres.
We hear weird noises.
Est-ce que vous entendez ce bruit bizarre? Ce que vous
yeah, it does a bit. Yeah, it does sound like you're a little bit fucked off with the person you're talking. Hello, Spooker. Welcome back. It does a bit, yeah.
Est-ce que vous entendez ce bruit bizarre? Ce bruit bizarre.
Well, I mean, the way they do that with the European languages they do is that they've got audio. I've never seen the basic course for any of the Cyrillic languages they do. I think they only do two, Russian and Ukrainian. But I would imagine that they do actually spend some time on the alphabet. Bruit bizarre. Amis, entends-tu le vol noir des corbeaux sur nos terres? Ça vient de la chambre.
Vous entendez ce bruit?
Can you hear this noise? Because we're talking about because we keep on talking about vous entendez, entends-tu ça, et tout ça, and so it just randomly came to mind.
Je réponds à Paul.
I am replying to Paul. Yes, I know. Yeah, it is a bit. I mean, although when you... sort of a bit... it's the sort of thing that comes to my mind. Yeah, I mean, you can say, moi c'est Elise.
Je dois répondre à Paul.
I have to reply to Paul.
Je réponds à Julia.
Je réponds à Julia.
Je réponds à mes...
Je réponds à mes amis.
Il descend l'escalier.
Sorry. He is going down the stairs.
Je descends.
I am going down. Yeah, I mean, students say, like, students who are learning French say it. No, I think that is French courses for, like, foreign learners everywhere. Because that's the only way that they taught us in school either. And then I realized very quickly that nobody bloody says that. Everyone says, moi c'est non. Or moi c'est non. Escalier.
Elle descend l'escalier.
Elle descend l'escalier. Vêtements. This is a tough one. So many choices. Tu descends?
Je dois descendre.
I have to go down. No comment. C'est quoi ça? Please. Oh, wait. Oh, yes, that works better.
Il me répond.
He replies to me. Le chien ne veut pas répondre quand je l'appelle. Je l'appelle. Il me répond toujours. Well, I've decided what I'm gonna do is if somebody wants to give me, somebody wants to join my Patreon, become like a $5 tier patron and says, do High Valyrian, do Klingon. I've heard good things about the Klingon course, I should know. Then, yeah, I'll do them. I mean, if they want to see me try to do English through the medium of Tagalog, I'll do that too. I will probably fail badly, I think. But I'll do it. Il me répond toujours. Ils vont répondre à Alice. Vous allez descendre. I have to say, I mean, I own the Klingon dictionary. I bought it a long time ago, like when it first came out. And I thought it was really well designed. I mean, it's an agglutinative language. A lot of thought was gone into it, and the guy who designed it, Mark Okrand, is an actual linguist. So, I mean, you can tell he put a lot of thought into it. That somebody who knows about language typology thought about exactly how to do it. Are you answering me? Well, right now, well, let's see. I mean, probably Spanish, German, fair bit of Italian lately as well, and like, if we're saying speaking in terms of just using, I use Korean quite a lot, largely passively.
Ils ne répondent
reading
pas.
And like watching Korean television, they aren't answering.
Vous me répondez.
Vous me répondez souvent en retard. En général, ils me répondent immédiatement.
Quand est-ce que vous descendez? Quand?
When are you going down?
Vous descendez?
Vous descendez? Yes, I watch dramas from both Koreas. There was actually a really interesting one from the north recently. I think it was brand new. The grammar is nothing like English, though. The grammar it's an agglutinative language. It does not have a verb for to be. I mean, the grammar is nothing, is much more like Turkish than English. I mean, like, for example, the way that you negate something is to add be to the end of it, to the end of the word. I mean, it is like a lot of things, but it is not like English.
Quelqu'un va répondre.
Someone is going to answer.
Quelqu'un. Je ne descends pas l'escalier rapidement.
I don't go down the stairs quickly. Rapidement.
Tu es là, ne.
Tu es là, mais je ne suis pas encore prêt. You're here, but I'm not ready yet. C'est ton esprit. Oui, c'est le chat. Il est là, regarde. Ah, mon café est là. Super, merci.
Je te réponds toujours immédiatement.
Well, I loved Crash Landing on You. I like the thriller genre. Like, I thought that Designated Survivor, 60 Days was good. I quite liked Mystic Pop-Up Bar. I thought that was good. Uncanny Counter, I liked. Extraordinary Attorney Woo. Which one was your favorite? Je te réponds toujours. I always answer you immediately. Yeah, I love that. They also did a really good job with the northern dialect. At least some actors really put in for that. There were some things that they got wrong, like saying abaji instead of aboji for father, which is just something South Koreans think North Koreans say. But they got a lot of things right. And, I mean, it was just really sweet. I mean, Son Ye-jin and Hyun-bin are just really, really sweet together. I mean, I can watch them together for hours.
Ils
nous répondent rapidement. En général.
Général.
Elles me répondent.
Immédiatement.
Yeah, I mean, what you're saying doesn't really have anything. I mean, I'm not sure where you're getting that, but I mean, the way that, like, and now I'm wanting to find my Klingon dictionary. It's buried someplace in my not particularly well organized library. But I mean, what you're describing, Tim Flo, does not sound at all like what I'm familiar with. No, I've not heard of either of those shows, Hakuls. Okay, we leveled up. Easy enough. Oh, well, thank you for telling me.
Métro.
Métro.
Avoir.
To have.
Angleterre.
Toi.
Vendre.
Ma maison. Vendre.
Pourquoi tu vends ta maison?
Pourquoi tu vends ta maison? Je n'entends pas la radio. Well, I mean, I guess you could also not hear the house or not hear the bread. Like, I don't hear the bread right now. The bread is not saying anything. I'm really worried about the bread.
Tu vends ça aussi?
Tu vends ça aussi? J'entends quelque chose.
Tu attends quoi? Tu attends quoi?
Il faut attendre.
You must Wait. Oh, holy shit, that is... Wow. That's quite a lot going on in that plot summary. Tu attends ton train.
Elle ne peut pas nous entendre. Entendre.
Tu vends quoi? Yeah. I don't really have a very strong feeling about it, but I mean, what you're describing just is nothing to do with the way the language is structured. I mean, it is definitely not modeled on English grammar. Well, let's see what this channel is.
Thank you.
Actually, I've never heard of it. I've never heard of this channel. Another one that was really good, but I don't think I would watch it again because it was very hard to watch, was bloody Squid Game. That was a rough one to watch. It was really well done. I quite liked it, but God. That hit different. Haku. Hua Lai. Well. I'll have to watch it. Maybe I'll do maybe I'll have to like dig up, you know, that's an idea. Maybe I'll dig up my bloody Klingon dictionary, which I've never thrown out a book in my life, so it must be in my massive very disorganized library someplace. Possibly with the cover fallen off, because I've had it for like 30 years. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking, but I would like to re-familiarize myself. Like I said, I mean, I have the Klingon dictionary here, but I haven't looked at it since like 1992. So, and if I'm going to react to somebody making a detailed critique of the Klingon language, you know, I'd like to have it to hand, because that is the main source. Jianyu. Building space, isn't that? J'entends quelque chose. Il faut vendre cela. Which, it's worth noting, I mean, yeah, that can mean you must sell that. It literally just means, like, that, that must be sold. So it can be you, me, must sell it. That, you know, you could say that's just anyone. There isn't a subject of the selling. Oh, that's a cool name. Very cool, very well chosen name. I like that. Tu peux me attendre ici. Il te plaît. Oh, wait, I still have my keyboard layout on bloody Chinese. Well, tell your grandmother from me. Great name, I love it. I'm tempted to just see if it would understand a Québécois slang way of saying that. Elle entend un calice. Oh, well, no, it's not in my garage. It's in bookshelves that are, like, right next to me, but I would have to have a close look at them. It might take me a little bit of time, but that's an idea for it, because I do reacts on here. I've done well, exactly one so far. but that is a thing that I am totally up for doing, and I think that's an interesting topic for one. Even though I'm not really into conlang so much. Would that be Suraksha or something like that?
Du.
Mes grands-parents n'entendent rien du tout. Qu'est-ce qu'ils vendent? Elles vendent son char. Now I'm wondering if I say elles vendent son char when they let me type the stuff.
Ils entendent tout.
Ils entendent tout. Ils vendent des chaussures. Est-ce qu'ils entendent les oiseaux? Ils entendent tout. That is such a creepy phrase, Emma.
Ils m'attendent.
Only Indian language I know anything of is a North Indian one. They are waiting for me. Ah, okay. Oh, well, this stream is probably gonna end in like about a half an hour. Because I've already been going for like 3 hours, so... And I've got... yeah. And the thing is, when I do reaction videos, I end up talking a whole lot. They end up being way longer than the bloody video. Like, it'll be a 10-minute video, and I will talk about it for 45 minutes.
To attend.
So, it wouldn't be today, but maybe next week, that'll give me time to refamiliarize myself with Klingon.
Il attend qui? Avant. Attends.
Ce magasin vend des vêtements. Ce magasin vend des vêtements.
Il
attend qui?
Ils vendent tout.
Ah, okay. Ils vendent tout. Aryan. Yeah, Punjabi is not like the, is not the North Indian language I know well. I know a little bit. I've tried to learn some Punjabi. I have a Teach Yourself Punjabi book someplace up in the library. Like, I know that mujhe in Punjabi is menun and things like that. But that's kind of it. Yeah, I have never really gotten for it. I've never really properly learned the Gurumukhi scripts. I can recognize it. I know what I'm looking at it. Ma grand-mère.
Grand-mère.
Non.
Ne. Entends. Rien.
Un calice.
Du tout.
Ils n'entendent un calice. Let's just see if it accepts it. I don't think it will. I didn't think it will. I'm good at pronunciation. I'm a sponge for phonetics. Like, you put me in a room where there's a certain accent being used, within an hour or two, I will be, like, not even consciously speaking in that accent. Like, I don't sound like this when I'm in Britain, for example. Like, not even remotely. Or when I'm in, say, Ireland. I pick up pronunciation very quickly. If I've got, like, sources for it. Yeah, but he didn't make it. That's just not true. He didn't make it just like English. He made it in a agglutinative language where most of the meaning is created through suffixes, prefixes, and infixes. Attendez. Attendons. Les filles, vous entendez ce bruit bizarre dans la maison? J'ai trop peur. Attendez, ne sortez pas. Je veux pas rester ici.
Nous vendons des fleurs et...
Nous vendons des fleurs et des plantes. Qu'est-ce que vous entendez?
Nous entendons les oiseaux.
Nous entendons les oiseaux dans notre jardin. Ici, nous vendons des vêtements. Nous attendons la nouvelle collection pour l'hiver. Si vous voulez un manteau, revenez dans quelques jours. Yeah, I mean, if he's saying that the grammar is set up totally like English, I mean, that's just wrong. That much I can say without even referring to the Klingon dictionary, because I remember it well enough to know that it was set up as an agglutinative language with no verb to be, where the verb forms, like, there is a specific negative form of the verb. So, I mean, if he's saying that, I really don't know where he's even getting it. I mean...
Vous vendez quoi ici? Vous vendez quoi ici?
That is just, there's a certain amount of pique in saying it that way. That's like, what the hell are you selling here? Nous vendons beaucoup de choses dans notre magasin.
Vous vendez des choses. Vende. Vendez.
I'm curious too. Yeah, I mean...
Vous attendez qui?
People are always asking, like, do I have a favorite language? And the answer is, I really don't, because they all have... Like, all the languages I speak are just sort of a part of me as well. Fluent speakers of Klingon, that surprises me, because there's just not that much vocabulary. Like, the Klingon dictionary that I have is, like, this thick. It's a couple of 100 pages. I mean, I guess you could, like, speak it fluently with the limited vocabulary that's there. But, I mean, there would be a lot of stuff that you couldn't say, that you wouldn't have words for. Like, it would be like Tokipona, I guess.
Vous attendez qui? Vous attendez qui?
Nous n'entendons rien du tout.
We can't hear anything at all. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to, because there are so many words that they just don't have, that there just aren't words for. You'd have to expand it. Like, if you went from the canonical Mark Ockrent Klingon dictionary, you wouldn't even be able to write an entire episode of Star Trek in it.
Vous attendez qui?
Vous entendez bruit bizarre. Nous attendons une réponse de la banque.
Vendez des choses bizarres dans ce magasin. Actually, that it should be exciting. I mean, that's also a correct answer. Okay. 3 of 5. Tu descends.
Elle me répond tout.
Elle me répond toujours en retard. Je dois répondre à lui. Je réponds à Julien. J'entends mon téléphone. Il est dans la cuisine. Je dois descendre pour répondre. J'attends un appel important. With Ladan? What's Ladan?
Je réponds à mes amis.
I am replying to my friends. Vous descendez?
Elle me répond.
She replies to me. Il me répond.
Je dois répondre à Louis. Je dois répondre à...
Oh, à Louis. For a second, I was looking for lui. Elle descend trop vite l'escalier.
Je réponds à Marc. Réponde.
Ah,
Il ne me répond jamais. Il ne me répond.
Je déteste.
Descends tous ces escaliers.
Je réponds à Marc.
What is Ladan? I've never even heard of it.
Réponde. Réponds.
Yeah, that confused me because usually with these audio things, one of them isn't even close. It like isn't even remotely, doesn't even sound like the same word. So I figure I hear one that sounds like it. I clicked it before it was even completely done. I don't know about, I mostly read, I guess, when you say light novels, do you mean like short novels?
Quelqu'un. Fermé.
Aider.
Afrique. Ouvrir.
Vous répondez aux emails et répondre au téléphone. God, the most recent Japanese novel I read was Wagahai wa Neko de Aru.
Paul est là, hein?
Paul est là, mais Marie n'est pas arrivée. N'est pas arrivée. Oh, well, yeah, that sounds like an interesting experiment. I haven't read a lot of short. I mean, I have. There's a Murakami Haruki short story collection that I have called TV People that was quite good. Ouh, descendez.
Il doit me répondre.
Il doit me répondre immédiatement.
Vous ne répondez pas immédiatement.
Vous descendez.
Vous me répondez. Réponde.
Quelqu'un.
Ils nous répondent rapidement. Ils nous répondent rapidement.
Suddenly the roof of my mouth is itching for no good reason. Hate it when that happens. Marie et Sophie, vous descendez. Nous sommes là au rez-de-chaussée. Nous vous attendons. Pourquoi ne vous répondez pas? Vous m'entendez? En général.
Général.
Elle me répond immédiatement. Et nous répondons
rapidement.
Okay, leveling up. Il ne faut pas vendre ça. Well, there's a lot of sexism in language, certainly. There's a lot of fucked up things in language. I mean, because language is a reflection of cultures, and there's a lot of fucked up things in a lot of our cultures. And probably all of them.
Elle ne peut pas nous...
Elle ne peut pas nous entendre.
Tu vends ta maison?
Je dois vendre ses chaussures.
Escalier. Tu vends tout?
Are you selling everything? I'm thinking this is probably the last one. Let me see. How long have I been going? Yeah, another half hour. So, I'm gonna legendarize in French and then... Or, no, I'll level up one and then I'll choose another one. That'll be cool. Meanwhile, let me just... I have to just do one thing quickly. Have to clear out some storage space because I want to make sure that I don't like saturate my hard drive as I'm recording these things. Papier leeren. Bon. Vous attendez quelque chose. 6:49 p.m. Yeah, I'm not really following that either, actually.
Pourquoi tu vends ta maison?
Are you selling your house? C'est dans l'esprit.
Tu peux attendre une minute?
Les bandes Brooklyn pour $1000. Qui veut l'acheter? Yeah, I mean, I think that certainly can be problematic. The Okay. Well, we've already leveled up. I'm gonna choose one more. Cheskina. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I am. I think that is a potentially problematic thing. I think it depends on other things. I think the subject of sexism in language is a complicated one, but that there certainly is sexism in language. I mean, that much is pretty undeniable, I'd say. Okay, I'm in 4th place. And here we go. My or your?
Moje zvířata jsou velká.
My animals are big.
Ta kuřata jsou má.
Those chickens are mine.
Ti jsou moji.
Those are mine.
Kde je mé auto?
Where is my car?
Ty hrady jsou mé.
Ty hrady jsou mé.
Mé hrušky jsou velké a dobré.
My pears are big and good. every one of these Duolingo language courses has a word that they just keep on obsessively coming back to. And for Czech, it's hrušky. Somehow they always get back to pears. In Welsh, it's parsnips for absolutely no good reason. Parsnips are not a thing in Wales. I can tell you that, having lived there.
Kde jsou mí kluci?
Where are my... Let's see.
Ten vlk je můj.
That wolf is mine.
To je moje žena.
That is my wife.
Moji psi žerou pavouky.
My dogs eat spiders.
Můj muž se zajímá o prasata.
My husband is interested in pigs. Welsh is a nice language.
Jak velká jsou má jablka?
How big are my apples? These are the sort of things I have to say, having spent a fair bit of time in Prague on and off over the years. I mean, this is the sort of thing that you always hear. You go to the pub in Prague, you go, to, Sedmi Svavu in Malá Strana, and everybody's asking about how big their apples are.
Tady mí chlapci nejsou.
My boys are not here.
Má žena to nemá.
My wife does not have it.
To mí psi nežerou.
My dogs do not eat that. If you listen carefully, speaking of dogs, you can hear that my dog has just gotten up from her nap and is running about the kitchen frantically. Moje zvířata jsou velká. To moji pavouci nejsou.
Tvůj pes žere sýr.
Your dog eats cheese. Well, as dogs do.
Matěj je tvůj muž. Matěj, muž. Je tvůj muž.
Sometimes my mouth just gets annoyingly jerky.
Ten vysoký strom je tvůj.
That tall tree is yours.
Tvá prasata jsou malá.
Your pigs are small.
Tvoje víno je dobré.
Your wine is good.
Ti koně nejsou tvoji.
Those horses are not yours. Yes, I'm a translator, an editor, and a writer, and also a researcher somewhat. Mostly translator, editor, and writer, though. So, lots of language stuff in there.
Kde jsou tví koně?
Where are your horses?
Tady tvé ovce nejsou.
Your sheep are not here.
Tvá žena je hezká.
Your wife is pretty.
Tvoje stroje jsou nové.
Your machines are new.
Tvoji chlapci tady nejsou.
Most major EU languages plus Russian, Japanese, Korean, Yiddish. I mean, the most common language combination that I deal with, just because it's what clients are sending to me, tends to be English, German, stuff to do with German, but also, I mean, I translate a lot of languages professionally. I have 20 working languages, and then there are another 20 odd that I have varying degrees of some of. Oh, wait, your boys are not here.
Kateřina je tvoje žena.
Is your wife.
Tvoji psi mají rádi pivo.
Your dogs like beer. I once had a dog who liked sherry.
Jsou to tví muži.
They are your men. Yeah, I can basically work from any place where I have an internet connection and that will take my bank card, so I can get access to the money my clients pay me. So I've actually worked from a bus traveling through the Atacama Desert.
To není tvůj medvěd.
That is not your bear. They jsou tví koně. Ty stroje jsou tvé. I guess that means somebody broke those machines.
Vidím tvou ženu.
I see your wife. Once again with the threatening phrases. I don't know why that sounds vaguely threatening.
Mám ráda tvého muže.
I like your husband.
Slyším tvoji ženu.
I hear your wife.
Vidíte mého psa.
Can you see my dog?
Tvoje děti neslyším.
I cannot hear your children.
Tvůj stroj neslyším. Tvůj stroj.
Neslyším.
Slyším tvé auto.
I can hear your car.
Tvé stroje neslyšíme.
We do not hear your machines.
Hledáte mou kozu.
Are you looking for my goat?
Tvůj pes mého koně nevidí.
Your dog does not see my horse. It's a hard profession to make a living in. I mean, let me just tell you. I mean, the trouble is, people who are monolingual don't realize how bad machine translation actually is, because they either don't understand the target language output or they don't understand the source language input. And so the result is a lot of people have convinced themselves they don't need us. And they, they often find out the hard way that we're actually rather useful people to have around. It's basically freelance work. You have to always be trying to find clients and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes you manage to hook up with somebody who has regular work at a reasonable rate. But it can be a pretty hard go. It depends. I mean, it didn't used to be quite so hard, but a lot of the really big agencies that really paid well just disappeared after 2008, and so now you really have to know where you're looking, and it's kind of difficult to.
Díváme se na tvého ptáka.
Are looking at your bird.
Myslím na tvou polévku.
I am thinking about your soup.
Vidíš mou husu.
Can you see my goose?
Čekáme na mou ženu nebo tvého muže.
Are we waiting for my wife or your husband? I'm freelance. I mean, translation work these days is mostly freelance work.
Staráme se o tvou ženu a tvůj dům.
We take care of your wife and your house. Okay. Tvoje kočka honí mého medvěda. Já slyším tvé stroje.
František je její muž.
František is her husband.
Její muž zná moji ženu.
Her husband knows my wife.
Znáš moje děti? Znám její děti.
Her children.
Matěj slyší mé medvědy.
Mathieu hears my bears.
Vidíš jejího koně?
Can you see her horse?
Ti pavouci jsou velcí.
Those spiders are big.
Kdo má jejího medvěda? Kdo má jejího medvěda? Kdo má jejího medvěda? Její muž zná můj dům.
Her husband knows my house. Oh, what other hobbies? God, instruments. I have occasionally tried to learn piano. I can sort of pick out very simple melody lines of, like, one song. But, chess would be one. I love reading, I love cooking, I love traveling. Photography is another big one for me. I particularly like wildlife photography, landscapes, and stuff like that. I enjoy, other things, hobby type things, Oh, you play, where do you play? Do you play online at all?
Slyšíme moje prase.
We hear my pig.
Žofie zná tvoje kočky a moje psy.
Sophia knows your cats and my dogs. Oh, well, that's every piece moves diagonally. You have to make a capture if it's available, and there's some rule with jumping. I don't remember exactly how that works. I haven't played checkers since I was like 8. But, like, do you play on chess.com or Lee Chess at all?
Ta jablka nejsou její.
Those apples are not hers.
Kdo zná mé město?
Who knows my city?
František má její kočky.
František has her cats. Ah, what's your elo?
Čekám na jejího muže.
Mine, I should say, is not particularly high. You couldn't flex with my elo. I am waiting for her husband. I mean, my rating for puzzles is pretty good. But my rating for just like chess is solidly low intermediate.
Její kočky honí její psy.
Her cats chase her dogs.
Vidíš jejího
koně. Yeah. I mean, feel free if you want to put your username into the Discord and have a game sometime. I play pretty much every day. Matěj slyší mé medvědy.
Váš čaj není dobrý.
Your tea is not good.
Náš kůň je velký.
Our horse is big.
Kde je naše prase?
Where is our pig?
Naši lidé potřebují vodu.
Our people need water.
Vaše žena je mladá.
Your wife is young.
Vaši lidé hledají vodu.
Your people are looking for water.
Ano, vaši psi žerou má kuřata. Ano.
Vaši
psi
žerou má kuřata. Went against Magnus and won, or went against Magnus and didn't?
Naše auto je staré.
Not that losing to Magnus means that means that somebody's bad. I mean, most of the best players in the whole fucking world have lost to Magnus at least a couple of times. Our car is old.
Jak starý je náš dům?
How old is our house?
Náš pes tady není.
Our dog is not here.
Vaše myši žerou můj sýr.
Your mice eat my cheese. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's cool. Like the highest rated person I've ever played against is a guy called Larry on chess.com who's 2091 in daily chess. And I have lost every single game, not exactly shockingly. I have to say, I mean, playing with him brings up my game. They are the most accurate losses I've ever had. I mean, it's probably the only time I have actually played a game where I have 0 blunders and I still lose. So, I'm definitely improving as a result of playing him, but I mean, he still completely kicks my ass.
Kde jsou naši chlapci?
Where are our boys?
Jak vysoký je váš muž?
How tall is your husband?
Naše děvčata víno nepijí.
Girls do not drink wine.
Naši muži mají rádi pivo.
Our men like beer. I like beer. To je tvůj vůk? Vaše myši žerou můj sýr. 5 of 8. Where are we? Okay, still in 4th place. Oh, that, okay. That rocks. Okay, I would really appreciate that, because, I mean, I know nothing about that, or setting up, you know, bots and stuff. I know, like, every streamer I follow seems to have at least a couple of bots going in Twitch, and I don't know anything about how you set those up either, so any help that you could give me, I would seriously appreciate that.
Potřebuju vašeho koně.
I need your horse.
Ten cukr je pro našeho koně.
And feel free to drop a link to the Japanese Academy Discord as well. I mean, if that's one anyone can join. That sugar is for our horse.
Ta osoba váš stroj neslyší.
That person does not hear your machine.
Ta osoba náš stroj neslyší. Ta osoba náš stroj neslyší. Čekáte na našeho medvěda.
Are you waiting for our bear?
Já vašeho chlapce znám.
I know your boy.
My známe vaše město.
We know your city.
Vaši dívku známe.
We know your girl.
Naše děvče znáte.
Do you know our girl?
Znají vaši chlapci naši dívku.
Do your boys know our girl?
Vašeho muže známe.
We know your husband.
Čeká na naše chlapce nebo na vaše.
Oh, that is cool. Thank you so much. Čeká na naše chlapce nebo na vaše. Is she waiting for our boys or for yours?
Ta žena se stará o našeho chlapce.
That woman takes care of our boy.
Čekáš na naši dívku.
Are you waiting for our girl?
Jeho děti jsou vysoké.
His children are tall. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pop out after this. I have to just do something about dinner and a couple other things. But I will be on Discord, so yeah, let's definitely talk about it. I mean, I don't even know what the possibilities are. You will know a lot more about that, both, I imagine, for Twitch and for the Discord, and I would love to hear your thoughts on that, definitely.
Ten osel je jeho. Ten osel je jeho. My jsme jejich děti.
We are their children.
Její jméno já neznám.
I do not know her name.
Jeho ženu neznám.
Aw, thank you. That's sweet, thank you. I appreciate that. I needed that. I do not know his wife.
Jejich psa nesnáším.
I can't stand their dog.
Chci jejich starý hrad.
I want their old castle. Yeah, I have to say there are some amazing Czech castles. I mean, there's so much incredible medieval architecture there. I mean, it's amazing to me. こちらこそ.
Neznám jejich jména.
幸会 Milky Bari Khushihui. Neznám jejich jména. I do not know their names.
Je to jejich sýr.
It is their cheese. Ah, fuck. I clicked cheese. It just didn't acknowledge that I clicked cheese. Asshole computer.
Ne, já jejich muže neznám.
I mean, what amazes me about the medieval architecture you see in Prague and so many places is, I mean, we're talking about stuff that was built in like 1300, 1400. They have had so many land wars fought on that territory, and it's still there. I mean, that has been a focal point in so many fucking wars over all those centuries, and there's still so much of it. Like the original Prague, the Charles Bridge, Karlov Most, is still there. You know, they built that like 700 years ago. There's an amazing video on YouTube of it being built, and it just amazes me that any of that is still there. No. I do not know their husbands. Yeah, it's still standing. It has all these amazing... I mean, there's nothing... If you look up Karlov Most or Charles Bridge in the fog or in the mist, it looks like something out of World of Warcraft. I mean, a lot of Old Town Prague looks like something out of World of Warcraft.
Je to jejich sýr.
It is their cheese. Also, the beer is incredible and ridiculously cheap. They apparently have regulated beer prices, and people really kick off if they try to put them up. And so the result is a night out in Prague, a major European capital city, costs maybe a quarter of what you pay for a night out, even in like Cardiff, which is not even Britain's second city. I mean, it's the capital of Wales, but still.
Hledá své auto.
Like, you can have dinner, extensive drinks with like chips and chicken and stuff on the side, you know, snacks afterward. And you could do this for like 2 people, and you're looking at maybe $40-50, something like that. I mean, and I'm talking really going all out, like lots of drinks, lots of food, you know, with side dishes and shit, and snacks while you're drinking and everything. I mean, it is an amazing city. Well, they have really good beer. They have better beer than here. They invented draft beer practically. Is looking for his car. Yeah, I mean, it is so cheap.
Vidíš svůj dům.
I mean, you can even get, like, amazing hotel rooms there. I mean, it's practically like South American prices. I managed, one time for like, I think it was like $60 a night. My friend and I, we spent a week. We got upgraded to an executive suite because we'd stayed there a few times before, and we were paying less than $100 a night. I think it was probably like 60 or so. See your house.
Svou ženu potřebuju.
I need my wife.
Myslím na svoji dívku.
I am thinking about my girl.
Hledám svoji ženu.
Yeah, I know. Well, actually, there are places where in Toronto that are pretty decent where you can stay. There's a place up on, in Chinatown where I stayed for nearly a month in Toronto a few years back. It was quite nice. I mean, it was fairly basic service, but I was paying, I think, less than $100 a night.
Hledám svoji ženu. Hledá svoji ženu. Mám svou ženu.
I have my wife.
Mám svého muže.
I have my husband.
Hledá svoje děti.
She is looking for her children.
Staráme se o svá zvířata.
We take care of our animals.
Tvá žena čeká na svou kávu.
Your wife is waiting for her coffee.
Mám svého psa.
I have my dog.
Slyším své jméno.
I hear my hear my name.
Máš svoji kočku.
You have your cat. Ah, shit, I thought it was kitty cat, damn it.
Jeho žena chce svůj hrad.
His wife wants her castle. Okay, have a good dinner. I'm going to be wrapping up pretty soon too, like as soon as this one's
Piju
over, I
svůj
think.
čaj.
I am drinking my tea. Mata ne.
Hledají svá kuřata.
They are looking for their chickens.
Mám tady svoje psy.
I have my dogs here.
Máš svoji kočku.
You have your cat. Okay, we've leveled up, and I am wrapping up for today. I will be back for maybe a bonus stream sometime over the weekend, and if not, I will be back next week. I look forward to seeing you all. Thank you to everybody who's joined. It's been lovely. I mean, and I look forward to seeing you on the Discord, and yeah, so thanks. Have a good night. Enjoy your dinner. I'm going to be enjoying mine very shortly as well.